The first thing you notice is the silence. Not complete silence, the kind that feels wrong. Thousands of people surround you, shoulder against shoulder, breathing the same heavy air beneath a sky the color of ash. Yet nobody speaks above a whisper. Nobody laughs. Nobody even coughs too loudly. It feels like the entire crowd is waiting for something terrible to happen. And then you hear your name, not shouted, announced. A deep horn echoes across the stone walls around you. The sound vibrates through your ribs like a warning from something ancient. Soldiers begin pushing through the crowd with long spears, bronze armor scraping together with sharp metallic sounds. You feel bodies moving away from you, one step, then another. People avoid your eyes. Your stomach tightens. The old woman beside you suddenly lowers her head. A child clutches his father's arm and stares at you like he already knows your fate. The smell of sweat, mud, smoke, and fear thickens around you. Then the soldier points directly at your chest. You! Everything inside you goes cold. For a second, you almost look behind yourself. Maybe there's another person. Maybe this is some mistake. But no. The soldier walks closer. His boots crush scattered flower petals left from the morning celebration, the same celebration you woke up smiling for. Now, nobody smiles. Chains rattle in his hand. The crowd slowly parts around you, creating a path that feels less like a road and more like a grave being opened. And somewhere above the city walls, you hear people cheering, not for you, for your death. Hours earlier, the city felt alive. Warm sunlight spilled across the market streets. Musicians played drums beside fountains overflowing with flower petals. Vendors shouted over one another while roasting meat filled the air with smoke and salt. You remember thinking it felt beautiful. Children ran through the streets laughing. Women hung crimson banners from windows. Men drank wine before noon. Everyone celebrated the day of offering. But nobody explained what that truly meant, not clearly. You noticed strange things, though. The nervous glances, the soldiers stationed at every corner, the massive wooden platform being built in the center of the arena before sunrise. Every time you asked about it, people changed the subject. It's tradition, they said. Don't worry about it. But now you remember the fear hidden behind their smiles. You remember the old man selling bread who grabbed your wrist too tightly when you mentioned attending the ceremony. You should leave before sunset, he whispered. You laughed at him. Now you wish you hadn't. The chains around your wrists bite into your skin as soldiers drag you through the crowded streets. People stare from balconies above. Some look guilty, others relieved because it isn't them. You hear prayers being whispered, not for your survival, for forgiveness. The drums continue beating somewhere ahead, slow, rhythmic, almost like a heartbeat. Every strike echoes through your chest, harder than the last. Boom, boom, boom. The city smells different now, less like celebration, more like sacrifice. And as you're forced toward the arena gates, you finally notice the dark stains covering the stones beneath your feet. Old blood, a lot of it, far more than one person could spill. The gates open slowly. Wood groans. Iron chains rattle overhead. A wave of heat crashes into your face the moment you step inside, and then you see it. The arena. Massive stone walls rise around you like cliffs, built to trap human screams. Tens of thousands of people fill the seats above, their faces blurred beneath sunlight and dust. The noise hits you all at once, cheering, screaming, chanting. Your ears ring from it. You try to breathe, but the air smells thick with sand, blood, sweat, and burned oil. The ground beneath your feet is stained dark in uneven patches, not dirt. Blood soaked deep into the sand. A man in black robes stands at the center. Platform holding a long staff carved with symbols you don't recognize. His voice booms across the arena. The crowd demands peace. The people roar. The gods demand payment. The roar grows louder. And then he says your name again. You feel something collapse inside your chest. This was never random. You were chosen. Not because of a crime, not because of war, because the city believes one death can save thousands. You turn toward the gates behind you, but soldiers already block them with raised spears. Their expressions remain empty, mechanical, like they've done this many times before. A young boy near the front row stares at you while eating fruit. He cannot be older than 8. And somehow that hurts more than the chains, because everyone here accepts this. Your death is entertainment, ritual, tradition. The drums stop suddenly. Silence spreads across the arena. Then you hear something moving beneath the floor. Something large, something alive. And the crowd begins screaming with excitement. The metal doors beneath the arena shake violently. Dust falls from the ceiling. Chains strain. Something slams against the other side, hard enough to make the ground vibrate beneath your feet. The crowd rises together. Thousands of voices, one hunger. You stumble backward as another impact explodes from below. The smell reaches you first. Rotten meat, wet fur, death. Your pulse pounds so hard you can hear it. The priest raises his hand slowly toward the sky. The entire arena goes quiet again, except for the low growling echoing beneath the floor. Then the doors open. At first, all you see is darkness, then eyes, 2 enormous yellow eyes staring directly into yours. A creature crawls into the sunlight covered in scars and dried blood. Bigger than any animal you've ever seen, its breathing sounds broken and wet. Iron spikes hang from chains wrapped around its neck. The crowd erupts. You freeze. Every instinct tells you to run, but there's nowhere to go. Sand sticks to your sweating feet. Your throat burns dry. The beast sniffs the air and locks onto you for one horrible second. Everything slows. You hear fabric moving in the crowd. You hear your own heartbeat. You hear someone crying somewhere high above. Then the creature charges. The sound is unbearable. Heavy paws slam into the ground like thunder. Sand explodes behind it. People scream with excitement as you turn and run across the arena floor, chains whipping against your wrists. Your lungs burn instantly. The beast gains on you fast, too fast. And suddenly you realize the worst part of all this: the crowd doesn't want you to survive. They came here hoping you die slowly. Your legs feel numb. Every breath cuts deeper into your chest as you sprint across the burning sand. Behind you, the beast crashes through wooden barriers like they're made of paper. The arena shakes with every step it takes. You hear laughter, actual laughter. People are standing now, pointing at you, betting on how long you'll survive. Wine spills from golden cups while strangers cheer for your death like this is some grand festival. You almost fall. Your foot catches on something buried beneath the sand. You glance down for half a second and wish you hadn't. Bones. Human bones. The remains of people chosen before you. The beast roars again, closer now, so close you feel hot air strike the back of your neck. You throw yourself sideways just as claws tear through the sand where your body stood seconds earlier. The impact shakes your teeth. You crawl desperately, fingers digging into blood-soaked sand, while the crowd screams louder. Dust fills your mouth. The metallic taste of blood spreads across your tongue. Then you see it. A small blade lying near the arena wall, probably left behind by someone who died here before. You grab it instantly. Your hands shake so badly you almost drop it. The beast circles slowly now, smarter than you expected. Watching, waiting. Its growl vibrates deep in its chest, like distant thunder before a storm. You realize something horrifying. This creature isn't starving, it's trained to kill people exactly like you. The priest stands above, calm and motionless, while thousands chant around him. Blood for peace. Blood for peace. And suddenly you understand, if you die tonight, the city sleeps peacefully tomorrow. You back toward the arena wall slowly. The blade in your hand feels tiny, useless. The beast moves carefully now, pacing across the sand with terrifying patience. Blood drips from its mouth in thick strings, while its eyes remain locked on yours without blinking. The crowd keeps chanting, faster now, louder. Blood for peace. Blood for peace. The words slam into your skull, over and over until they stop sounding human. The entire arena feels possessed by something ancient, something cruel. A woman near the front begins crying while watching you, not because she pities you, because she's terrified the ritual might fail if you survive. That realization breaks something inside you. These people truly believe your death protects them, protects their homes, their children, their future. You were never seen as a person, only payment. The beast suddenly lunges. You react, without thinking. The blade slices across its face, opening a deep wound beneath one eye. Hot blood sprays across your arm. The creature screams so loudly, the arena erupts into chaos. For the first time, the crowd sounds afraid. The beast crashes into you anyway. Pain explodes through your ribs as you slam into the stone wall. Your vision blurs instantly. Warm blood pours from your forehead into your eyes. You can barely breathe. The creature limps now, furious, wounded, circling you again. And then something unexpected happens. The chanting stops. Silence spreads slowly across the arena, because for the first time tonight, the crowd realizes you might survive, and somehow, that scares them more than your death ever did. Your body trembles against the wall. Every breath feels broken. Sharp pain spreads through your ribs each time your lungs expand. Blood drips from your fingertips onto the sand in slow, dark drops. The beast watches you carefully, waiting. The crowd watches too, but something changes inside you then. The fear doesn't disappear, it transforms. You suddenly understand there is no mercy waiting here, no miracle, no rescue coming through those gates. If you die, these people will cheer, so you stop running. The arena grows strangely quiet as you push yourself upright. Your legs shake beneath you, but you stand anyway. Dust blows across the sand between you and the beast, while sunlight burns through the smoke overhead. The creature growls low. You grip the blade tighter and stare directly into its eyes. For the first time tonight, you refuse to look away. The crowd notices immediately. Whispers spread across the arena seats. Nervous movement ripples through thousands of people because they expected panic, begging, desperation. Not this, not defiance. The beast charges again. You run toward it. The crowd gasps all at once. Everything becomes noise and blur. The pounding of paws, the roar shaking the arena walls, your own heartbeat screaming inside your ears. Then impact. You drive the blade downward with every ounce of strength left inside your body. The creature collapses beside you with a violent scream that echoes across the city itself. And suddenly, silence. Complete silence. The beast twitches once, then stops moving forever. You collapse to your knees beside it, covered in blood that isn't fully yours. And high above, the crowd stares at you with pure terror. Because the chosen sacrifice was never supposed to win. For a moment, nobody moves. The entire arena feels frozen in time. You kneel beside the dead beast, gasping for air, while thousands of people stare down at you like they're seeing a ghost crawl out of its grave. Then the screaming begins, not cheering, panic. The priest steps backward so quickly he almost falls from the platform. Guards tighten their grip on their spears. Somewhere in the crowd, a woman starts praying loudly through tears. Because now they believe something worse has happened. The sacrifice failed. You rise slowly, blood running down your arms, chest, and face. Your body feels heavy, broken, but you're alive, and the crowd hates you for it. "You doomed us!" someone screams. Others join in instantly. "Murderer! Curse-bringer!" Kill him! The hatred spreads faster than fire. Moments ago, these people wanted your death as tradition. Now they want it from fear, pure fear. Because if one death was meant to save them, then what happens when the chosen person survives? The priest raises both hands desperately, trying to calm the crowd, but it's too late. Panic rolls through the arena like a wave. People push toward exits. Others fall to their knees, praying. You realize the horrifying truth. These people built their entire peace upon blood. And now you shattered the illusion. Soldiers begin surrounding you carefully, not confidently anymore, cautiously, like they aren't sure whether you're human or cursed. Your knees weaken again. Exhaustion crushes down on you. The world spins slightly. Then you notice something strange. The massive arena gates ahead are open. Nobody stands in front of them. And for the first time tonight, you see a path out. You start walking, slowly at first. Every muscle in your body screams in pain with each step across the sand. Blood trails behind you while the arena remains trapped in terrified silence. Nobody stops you. Not the soldiers, not the priest, not the thousands who came to watch you die. The crowd parts again exactly like before, but this time it feels different. Earlier, they moved aside because you were powerless. Now they move because they fear you. You pass beneath the towering gates while sunlight fades into deep orange across the city streets outside. The festival decorations still hang from buildings, fluttering softly in the evening wind. But the celebration is dead now. The drums stopped long ago. People hide inside homes as you walk through the empty streets alone. Windows close, doors lock, mothers pull, children away from sight. Nobody wants to look directly at you because you became proof that their gods failed. You pause near the center fountain where the morning celebration began. Flower petals still float across the water, stained faintly pink by blood washed from the arena above. Everything feels quieter now, colder. You stare at your reflection trembling in the fountain water, bruised face, hollow eyes, dried blood across your skin. You barely recognize yourself anymore. And then the realization finally hits harder than any wound tonight. Even if you survived, you lost everything. You can never belong here again. The city didn't choose you because you were evil. The city chose you because sacrificing one person was easier than facing their own fear. And deep down, you know crowds like this never truly disappear. Night falls slowly behind you as you leave the city gates behind. Cold wind brushes against your torn clothes while distant screams still echo faintly from the arena. Far away, maybe the crowd is still panicking. Maybe they're already searching for another sacrifice, because fear always needs someone to blame. You walk alone down an empty road beneath a black sky filled with smoke and dying firelight. Every step hurts. Your body feels shattered beyond repair, but the deeper pain sits somewhere else, inside your chest. You keep remembering their faces, not the soldiers, not the priest, the ordinary people, the fathers, the mothers, the children, people who smiled while waiting for you to die because they believed your suffering would protect them from their own. That is what haunts you most, not the beast, not the blood, the crowd, because now you understand something terrifying about human beings. When fear grows large enough, people stop asking whether sacrifice is right. They only ask who should die first. The wind grows stronger as darkness swallows the road ahead. Somewhere far behind you, the city bells begin ringing wildly through the night. Maybe disaster finally came after all, or maybe it was always there. You stop walking for one final moment and look back toward the distant walls glowing beneath firelight. Then you whisper the truth nobody inside that arena wanted to hear. The monster was never the beast. And as the screen fades into darkness, you leave the viewer with one final thought. Comment, I would survive, or would you?